All right, guys. Shin for Weibo Gaming in the bottom left side of the map. Maru in the top right for Vitality. We got a banger of a best of 5 here from the RSL offline finals. Shin is going to scout through the back door. What? This is not a build. What if he goes to build his first command center here? Is that what this is meant to screw with? Most players will build their command center here and then third command center up here and they float it down there. Is this good? He's gone hatchery first inside Maru's back door. Oh, this is some shintastic strategy we're about to see, guys. Maybe he knows that Maru always expands to the front on this map and doesn't check his back door? No. Oh my gosh, is he going to be building roaches inside his main base? Oh, he scouts it though. Maru went for an SCV scout across the map. And when he go across the map, you also get to see the bunker. Now, this bunker is interesting. So he doesn't build it next to the hatchery. He should build it next to the hatchery. Okay, so this bunker's really bad, guys. The reason this bunker's really bad is normally you don't want to build a bunker next to a hatchery here because lings can rally in the front and pop out of the hatchery and surround you and kill you. But here, he can only build lings and queens from it. So I feel like you should always go down with the bunker because otherwise he could make roaches or a ton of zerglings there and then just run past or surround you or whatever. Whereas if you put a bunker next to it, you can stop him getting creeped down here and the like. I don't know. This feels a bit dodge, Maru's response. You guys let me know what you think. I could be wrong on this. No roach warren though. It's just a third hatchery. This is a distraction, I guess. He's going ling speed. The command center didn't get built, guys. He's delayed the command center. Second bunker going up. Maru thinks it's roaches. He thinks this is roaches, but he's seen a hatchery at home now. He's got to get a command center going. He's overreacting, I think. Then again, Shin's only on 19 workers. Whoa, a couple of lings did pop, run past the bunker, get inside. Are they going to get any kills? Oh, I don't think he's going to get... Okay, he gets one SCV. Oh, he almost gets the Reaper. Maru, where's your multitasking, bro? Only one SCV, though. Starport's now continuing to be produced. Maru's playing crazy safe. Finally starts the command center. Creep's going to spread backwards across the area there. Queen's going to try to come forward. Still building zerglings, so he's like ling flooding. I don't think this makes any sense, guys. What? Because this is a wall off. You can't get in there. Unless you're mining gas and going for a Bane bust, but he's only got one guy on gas. Why is he building zerglings? What's the purpose? For a meal? A succulent Terran meal? This is Zergrush Manifest. Honestly, it makes no sense. I don't get it, guys. I have no idea what he's doing. What's he going to do? Try and break the wall with Zerglings? He can just repair it. Unless he thinks he can build enough lings in the back door and a spine crawler or something and bust through. But like, there's a one-base battle cruiser is going to be the play for Maru, as well as a Cyclone Marine medevac. Shin's going to try to get the Marines, but they get inside the bunker, which means he's fine. Cyclone's totally fine. Cyclone can deal with this. Yeah, easy cleanup, man. What are you going to get? One SCV for 15 links? I don't understand. Maru opens the door, lets a Marine out to his death for some reason. Not quite sure why he did that. But Shin's attack here makes about as much sense as the judo of those police officers arresting that guy for trying to enjoy a succulent Chinese meal, you know? Queen does go down. Marine Cyclone going... I don't know why he kept building lings on the front. I don't mind the lings in the base on their own, but the lings on the front made no sense, right, guys? I'm not crazy, am I? Unless maybe he just thought, look, Maru's going to float his CC out. Maru's going to lower the depot. And then, we come in from both sides. But Maru, too good for that. Shin got a bit too fancy for his own good. Yeah, Shin, if he can connect the tips of the creep, that would be amazing. Not going to work out as the drop hunts down the creep tumor. The active tumors are gone. That means you've just got 3 dead tumors here. No longer able to procreate. I guess they're not dead. They're barren. 3 barren tumors. Oh, he's going to build 10 zerglings and run them in the base. Dude, what if these lings actually kill a ton of stuff? Oh my gosh. The battlecruiser's not here yet. Dude, he's only got a Cyclone and 2 Marines. If those lings go in right now, they might do a lot of damage. Especially if these guys run in the front at the same time. Queens defend the drop, dude. Dude, is he about to maul Maru? He's only got 4 queens, so the battlecruiser is a very serious, potentially game-ending problem. But lings come in from both sides. He gets the wraparound. Maru! is Cyclone of Marines. His drop's not home yet. All the SCVs on the low ground go down. He lets 10 Zerglings into his main. No way. Maru. Okay, he's all in with the BC. The BC needs to win the game, but there's a Spore and 4 Queens. Maru's gonna GG. He's gonna GG. The 5 Queens and the Spore ruin the BC. No. And that is why you do stupid things. You do stupid things specifically because your opponent, he's thinking, my opponent's a 300 IQ Zerg pro gamer. Ooh, we've stabilized, it's my turn to counterattack. That was a big miss. He forgot, man. He didn't clear all the creep. In his mind, he's like, well, I killed the hatchery, but if you don't clear all the creep, the lava stays there. And that was a lot of lava. That hatchery got injected, man. Oh, that's a big doo-doo. That's a big doo-doo, man. Sorry, I can't believe Shin just won this game. That's so funny. Well done, Shin. Well done. GG's. All right. That was a sick game. I do think that the Lings building on both sides when Maru knew it was a threat was dumb. I stand by my analysis of that game. I don't think that was a great idea. But once Maru killed the hatchery, wasn't cleaning up everything else, didn't go down to get rid of the creep, and then starts moving a drop across suddenly. Building 10 Zerglings in your opponent's backdoor, they don't seem to be remembering is there. Seems to be a very good choice. Big thanks, Randall, by the way. Thank you so much for your tip there, mate. Appreciate the $5 tip, watching live on the stream. If you guys want to support the channel, don't forget to check out the Patreon. If you're watching live, if you're watching on YouTube, I should say, not live, watching the video form over on Pigcast. I appreciate you guys so much. Quite a few new Patreon people there. Try and give you guys some shout outs at the end of these series as well. Because really appreciate you all watching so much, enjoying. We've had so many good games. I'm so happy we've got so many Shin games recently as well. After about a month or two, we've seen very little Shin having good performances. Well, it's not really that he's had bad performances. It's just he hasn't been signing up to as many of the weekly cups. I think he's just been grinding his build orders, figuring things out a little bit. This is a big map. This is a map where, oh, geez. Guys, didn't we watch a Shin versus Maru game on this map the other day? What was that from? Whoa, because I remember we watched a game on this map the other day where Maru made a sick comeback against Shin. Absolutely crazy. I can't remember what tournament that was, though. Maybe it was... Oh, I think it... You know what? I think it was the previous RSL season. Yes, it was the previous RSL season. It was the season 3 of RSL. They played on this map, and I think it was game 1 where Shin was mauling Maru with, like, Nidus Swarmhost Ravager, and then Maru made one of the most disgusting mech comebacks I've ever seen. But this is now the RSL offline finals, so... That's why I was like, wait a second. I was worried I'd cast this before, but I was like, I don't remember that last game at all. What the hell, man? But I think it was the same spawns. Yeah, Maru was like dead in the water, but he shut down the Nidus angles, and Shin stopped getting good Swarmhost waves on him. And he kind of stalled out and didn't go Broodlords or anything. Needed to get in there much harder, much faster. Good defense here with the Ling Micro. Maru, oh, he not only didn't get the Zergling, because he only got one of his 2 shots off with the pistols, but he also loses the Reaper, which is a disaster. And it's a 3rd CC into 3 racks, double engineering. Okay, so Maru's going to do his, one of his 8 racks, like, just mass Marine Marauder Mine pushing styles, where he builds a 4th CC and a 5th base with it, and keeps getting upgrades, but it's just like, it's a crazy tempo style, usually off about 70, 75 workers. So yeah, expect 3 barracks. Double eBay usually goes down, I want to say about 4 minutes, if memory serves, somewhere around there. Pretty damn early, maybe 3:45, something like that. 3rd hatchery for Mr. Shin is a little bit late here, right? 3:20, he's focused more on getting the super early creep going, which is actually really important because it's such a big map, and playing against Bio, he's going to have so much creep control. Maru's not going to be able to slow that down for a long time. See, Maru's thinking about building his 2 eBays now. So 3:35. That's when he gets the double eBay. Nice, very crisp. Always going to have an upgrade lead against the Zerg with this build, unless the Zerg is a... Oh, good. Mutas. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've missed Mutalisks. We're rushing Mutas. Oh yeah, baby. Shin's not, yeah, it's kind of like, it's not a bad timed third for a 2-base muter. For a 2-base muter, this is like a 2.5 base muter, I'd call this. Because he's going to have the third coming up, and he's going to squeeze in a quick spire, but also be droning that. And honestly, I don't think he should send the Overlord in. I think he should just wait for the lair, make an Overseer. Because Overseer can scout what's up. Especially if he comes down this backside. There's actually a bit of dead space around the back. Now, you might be wondering why no reactor. I think it's because he didn't have enough gas. I think he will cancel this marine and make a reactor now. Unless he wants to go factory first. Could go factory before the next reactor. Might just time out. That's the way to do it. Skipping a little bit of SCV production right now is MARU. That's odd, I gotta say. This is a very economic build. There we go. Yeah, factory before reactor. Okay, so he wants to speed up the medevacs because he knows until he has medevacs, he's not gonna have a lot of presence. Now, that's gonna be a nice deny on the Overseer. Pull back. And already we know, okay, there's a lot of Marines. Could be a 2-1-1. It's gonna go down the south. Yeah, Shin scouting's good. Look at this, his spire's already halfway done. Halfway! Oh my gosh, and as I said, he's already got the third droning up as well. So he's going to have early muters and good saturation on the third. Marines are trying to push the front. That's a bit of a small Marine pressure, but it could catch Shin off guard. So he hasn't seen it move out, but he's got some Lings building now. He's got good supply free as well as Shin, which you want so you can instantly build muters. Sees the, yeah, I mean, he knows what he's up against now. He doesn't know about the third command center for sure, but I think he can surmise, and of course, he will verify. This is Shin's vision, and does see a few Marines and a third command center. 7 Mutalisks are on the way. Starport's coming in now. Reactor on the factory getting ready to swap over. Lings need to pull back. I do love that there's the whip here, guys. I think that's the Sons of Korhol sign. Because they think slavery is cool, I guess. I don't know why. Kerrigan thought signing up to help Arcturus, Manx, and a group of guys who thought whipping people was cool was a good idea. Bad fight for Shin. Really bad fight for Shin. I don't know why Shin would jump on that. It was a weird fight, man. His muters weren't even there. Trying to surround that, but he didn't actually have the numbers of it. I get if you surround this and kill it, it's great, but you don't have the numbers for that. That's 1-1. He might not have combat shields, but those are 1-1 Marines, bro. Oh my gosh. And MARU knows he's got to get damage done now. Oh, he's gunning down the Muter Zergling, but Stim runs out and the Lings will clean up. Ooh, okay, part of me wonders, should the Muters have just gone across the map there? Well, there's a turret in each base, so I think the answer is no. I think defending with the Muters was the right call. If you thought he was skipping turrets, maybe. As it is, now we're stuck on a pretty low economy. And I think Shin's saying, let's just go all in, 0-0 upgrade, Bane speed, Mutiling Bane. Do a big attack, and then go double upgrades, drones, and a 4th base behind it. Yeah. This is a good move. This is a really hard move for MARU to stop. Really hard move. His combat shields just got contaminated. Ah, it's not good enough, though. It's still going to finish in time. It's still going to finish before this push. Oh, that would have been amazing if he stopped that. Marines moving out, which means they're not there ready to defend. Ling Bane, or Ling Muter, sorry, rolling over the rally. He knows Marines are going to come back. Banelings are going to roll into the 3rd base. Muters are getting wrecked by the turret, though, unfortunately. He should have split some Banes into the 3rd. I don't know why those Banes are lagging so far behind the army. He's looking for the big ball of Marines with them, I guess. Does land some juicy Banes. He's killed 14 workers, but all that does is tie up the worker count. I don't think that was enough damage there for Shin. MARU's got that 1-1 upgrade advantage. If some Banes rolled in there and killed another 8 workers, maybe. Dude, these games are so shocking. I love it. Never sure what build order is going to come out next. I've loved the variety of builds recently. 1-1's on the way. Overseer needs to pull out. When in doubt, pull out. That's what Maynard always taught me, guys. One of his favorite sayings. He is sorely missed from the StarCraft casting scene. It's going to be 2-2 against 0-0. Good point there from Complete Noob in the Twitch chat. That's going to be brutal, man. Like, yes, Shin's up at a good work account now, but what's he got to defend? 8 Banelings and a Dream. Couple of Muters, couple of Banes. Oh, the Stim ran out at the worst time. But you got to run away, Shin. I don't think this is it. Does take out some of the Widow Mines before they fire. One of them barely surviving there. Essentially, you need Banelings to win this for you. If he had Lings countering or something, anything to pull the attention away from the front, maybe. But 2-2 is now done, and these Marines are gonna slay. Ah, man, I don't think there's enough queens in the world to stop this. Yas. Yas, slay. I'll stop. Sorry, guys. That hurt me as much as it hurt you guys who had to listen to it. I have to live with the embarrassment of saying that. What can I say? One mute is going to go down. The Marines are going to unload. I think Maru's way too far ahead on army supply. With a double upgrade advantage and 20 seconds more before the 1-1 even finishes. I mean, even 1-1's not going to correct this situation. It's just going to make it slightly less dire. He retargeted about that Widowmine retargeted on the Baneling. He clicked that Widowmine onto the Baneling clump. And that will get the GG there. I just want to show you guys that last move one more time. All right, so guys, you can see when the fight starts. And we're just going to go to Maru's vision. This is his screen right now, okay? We're going to slow it right down. You see, click the Widowmine? Did you see that? Selected the Widowmine and changed targets onto the Banelings there. That was sick. That was really well done. That was so nice. GG, well played. Maru breaks him down. All right, guys, we got SHIN in the bottom left side of the map. It's a 1-1 in this chaotic series. That's why I love watching Maru has really clever, fun build orders, both greedy and all-in. SHIN also has very greedy, fun, all-in and macro build orders. And this series has just been so exciting so far. I'm excited, man. Mothership's going to be a fun one. I think SHIN naturally should expand third base here, fourth base here, away from Maru. I really hope he does. I think fifth base even here. Even though that base is hard to defend, it's so hard for Maru to push all the way over here as well. I think you just expand in a straight line along that top left of the map as SHIN. And it's not bad for macro games, Mothership. It's a big map. It takes a while to get across. And this is a gas pool opening, guys. Or pool gas. Just going to take his hatchery a little bit later at about 118. 18 hatchery after this. And so one Rax expand with no scout for Maru. So he's going to rely on his Reaper to scout. Question, guys. I think he goes left with the Reaper. Do you think he goes left or right? Which way does he scout? He hasn't rallied it yet. I think he's going to go left. I don't even know why. For me, whenever, like, yeah, I guess if you orient yourself in the direction of the Reaper's left would actually be down to this right side. Or maybe he just hunts for the Overlord, actually. Maybe he knows where the Overlord will roughly be, and he looks for that. 300 IQ would be SHIN hiding the Overlord on the pillar, and then just waiting to see the Reaper. Wouldn't that be funny if, like, the scouting meta on this map becomes hiding your units, like, trying to spot their scouting unit to figure out where they are? Oh, he sees the Reaper, so he knows, but the Reaper doesn't see him because the Overlord sees extra far. But the Lings need to dodge, they need to dodge. Oh, and they do! Brilliant for SHIN. Absolutely brilliant. Was he already going in the right direction with the Lings anyway? Maybe he was already going to go north, hoping it was the right way. Why is he not going in? Okay, he just waited a second there. Reaper now sees the hatchery. Is just now coming up. Queen's there to deflect, and Maru's command center is in big doo-doo. He's going to have to pull a lot of SCVs. The Reaper's still on the other side. Dude, he just lost his Marine! Maru literally saw a super late hatchery. Normally that means you know that there's Zerglings coming. He just chucked a pig. I can't believe it. He's had to cancel his command center. Losing the Marine there is hopeless. Baneling Nest is on the way, and he's back on Gas's SHIN. SHIN's realized, dude, I've got you with your parents down. I'm going to build a Baneling Nest. And you know what? He's building drones as well. He's mining gas. He's thinking about busting, but he's not fully committed. That said, the Reaper did see some of these Lings rallying. He knows there's more Lings. But he's going to go double eBay. That's checkmate. That's checkmate. He dies to the Bane Bust. He dies to the Bane Bust. SHIN has this. Because he needs to full wall. And the problem is, on this map, even if you built the engineering bay there, it's not enough. You need 2 engineering bays on that side. And you need to, like, lift a barracks here and another building here. He's trying to play 3 command centers. Is Maru to recover. 5 Banelings is enough to blow up the wall off. He doesn't even need that many because the wall off didn't even get repaired. Uh-oh. Oh, the Reaper doesn't see him. The Reaper still doesn't see the Banelings. Dude, and the door's down right now. The Overlord tries to go in for a scout. SHIN should probably turn that away. Oh. Okay, blows up the Banelings on the depots. Lings are in. But no Banelings behind it just yet. Only 1 starting to rally in. 2 Marines go down. Reaper incredibly damaged right now. Oh, the Reaper does go down. And the Baneling, oh, the SCVs take one for the team. They do drill that Baneling, they drill it hard, but all the Marines are gone. And with Lings fighting SCVs, Maru has been taken care of. If he reacts initially correctly with the Marine, could he have got the command center up and defended it? Or would that have actually been worse for him if he pulled SCVs? I think definitely having to send the Reaper home is really bad, and it being like your only fighting unit. I'm not quite sure, man. I do think this was a very weird build. I think this was really odd for Maru, guys. Like, clearly he's thinking about going third command center already. But when he sees this hatchery not finished yet, get wrecked, Fruit Fly. But when he sees this hatchery not get finished, most people would immediately go, oh god, there's Lings coming. And they would send the Reaper home, or at least they would like control group the Marine if it's not control grouped. And maybe control group a bunch of SCVs ready to pull, because they'd be like, oh, get back to the high ground. We might have to cancel this. So for him to just stare at the Reaper and be like, oh, I better go check that it's not like a roach push or something, which is fair. Like, you can stay here with the Reaper and not send it home. And he sees a few Lings popping out.
Our SCVs.
And then he only now jumps home. And he's like, wait, what? Oh, am I losing an SCV on my natural? Like, he could have ran the SCV off the command center. He could have canceled it. Or leaving the SCV is fine, but the Marine staying on the ramp, and that was a travesty. Also, very odd that he built the reactor. Because if you look at this, look at the timing. He starts the reactor after seeing the hatchery. What? You meant to keep building Marines there. Because you know it's a pull first. Very weird reaction from Maru, guys. I don't know why he didn't recognize that this hatchery's super late. Didn't pull his Marine to the high ground, built a reactor instead of more Marines. Not saying he would have survived against the future Bane bust, but it was a really sloppy initial response. He's going to have to tighten this up, or Shin's going to run away with his series. All right, guys, Shin in the top left. He's done an extractor trick, as per always, into Overlord. Maru in the bottom right. And only one more game for Shin to eliminate Maru. It was a good cheeky opening. Maru not scouting at all was insanely greedy on Mothership. And I think now we're going to see a bit more safety for him. Barracks gas does go down now. Hey, Pig, you gonna try the Stormgate Community PTR patch? How long till it's out in the live game? I mean, I guess I could try a PTR, but I don't know. I mean, it's cool they brought out some new units and stuff, but I guess I'm not... Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know anything about it other than the trailer. If you guys know more about it, you can tell me. Tell me if it's good. Like, let me know your own experiences and stuff. People are excited by things, or there's a good reason to. I'll check it out. But I was kind of I feel like I'm always behind on the content that I'm trying to do. So there's always things like that where I'm like, in my head, yeah, I would try out. Like, that community patch looked pretty fun. I don't really like. I also wonder why is it a community patch? Like what's going on there? Like, are they handing over control of the game to the community to like manage it in the future or something? Like, I mean, I'd love to hear. Like, it sounds like they're doing something cool with it to, like, let people do whatever. But, yeah, I don't know, man. If you guys hear anything about it, you guys let me know. And that should be a good time. Pig, do you eat a lot of rice? No, I don't eat a lot of rice. I like rice. Rice is nice, but I do not eat a lot of rice. No need to eat a lot of rice. I don't know why people get so obsessed with rice. Like, they're like, I got to eat rice so I can run. Or I got to eat rice for my bodybuilding. And I'm like, I mean, rice is good. I love rice in a lot of foods, but... Generally, it's a not very filling carb. So, if I mean, don't get me wrong. Sure, if I'm like getting ready for a marathon, I'll probably eat a bit more carbs, a bit more rice, pasta, whatever. But depends how it goes. Oh, Shin's letting his third get blocked. But the SCV actually backs away. Shin's gone very quick Ling speed. Okay, very well-timed Ling speed, 3 queen opening. Interesting. I think Shin's just happy to take a delayed third. I think this is going to be... This looks like the same fast muta build that he did on Botanical, right? 2 Overlords building. It's a 3cc for Maru. Maru's going to go... Ooh, 3cc into 2-1-1. Very good build. If it is indeed that Mutalist build again, which it looks like. Yeah, it's the exact same build he did on Botanical. 2-1-1's good against this. Oh, I think he'd love to play against Hellion Banshee. I think Shin's looking at this and he's going, it's about time Maru played a Hellion Banshee. This build, Rex, Hellion, Banshee. It's very good against that. Assuming you can defend with the small amount of queens and zerglings that you have, because it is a bit of a tightrope to get there. But the problem with facing what Maru's doing is Maru's just going to have a lot of Marines, 16 Marines, 2 medevacs arriving around the time your mutas are out. So if you can surround those Marines and shut down the medevacs with a muta zergling, it can still be good for Shin. But if Maru sniffs out what he's up against, that's not going to be the case. Ooh, 1 zergling for a Reaper. Great trade for Shin. You can see just 4 Hellions, 1 Reaper, guys. Reaper, of course, is now down. And then he's going to swap over, start pumping 3 Marines at a time, and then he'll build a starport and a reactor. Oh, it's not. Sorry, he didn't take a second cast. It's a Nidus. Sorry, guys. It's a Nidus. It's a Queenling Nidus. 4 queens, mass zergling. This is one of the better responses to it. Not that Maru knows this is happening, but if he pumps Marines with no breaks, he can get a big ball of Marines with SCVs in front, and that does very well against Zergling Queen. Oof. I just eat rice and chicken. Why do you eat the rice? Eat more veggies, man. Get some fiber in your diet, bro. I mean, rice is fine. You just don't need to eat large amounts of it. I don't know why bodybuilders get so obsessed with rice. Eat more chicken. Drink more milk, bro. I'm just being silly. Nidus in the corner is going to go up unspotted. Oh, that's huge. The thing is, if he can wrap around the Marines from both sides, that's going to be big. But look, Maru's gone home with his Hellions. Oh, he's going to repair his Hellions, which means all of his units are at home. This is really good for Maru. I think he was hoping the Hellions would be on the map when this starts. Queens need to spread a creep tumor. Ling's running the front, but look, the Hellion micro is really on point. Maru. Oh, can he survive the onslaught? The factory tech lab's very exposed. Lings are in on the natural. Those Hellions are huge, guys. There's a few Zerglings in the main. The SCV Marines defend the main. The Hellions defend the natural, though. There are 5 queens. He's going to take out the tech lab soon. Ooh, watch out for these SCVs. The Marines have stim. The Marine SCV with stim. Trilly boys, assemble. He blows the conch. The Marines fix the bayonets. The SCVs pull out their drills. And they go on an anti-Zerg pogrom right there. Oh, my lord. They were running around burning down the Zerg's homes. Friggin', well, to be fair, it was a mobile home, so it was nice. They want to go burn their homes. I guess now is when the real pogrom starts. Anyways, Lings are coming in. SCVs. 2 SCVs do go down, but man, that was such a clean hold, and feels like Shin's so bad, the position that he's in now. SCVs and aliens, can they defend the tank? Tanks are so tanky, man. I know that sounds like a dumb sentence, but I'm always surprised just how much life they have. Like, damn, dude, it's not only like artillery, it's also an actual tank, isn't it? The siege tank, the best of both worlds. I wonder if StarCraft 1 siege tanks, do they have different hit points? I feel like they have a little bit less life. Marines and medevacs do pick up and boost away. Great first trade there. Up 20 workers almost is Mr. Maru. He's got Hellions in the main, spotting in case there's any future attacks. 1-1 upgrades, combat shields, 3rd barracks goes on the reactor as the starport swaps off. No need to pump medevacs until after you've got 5 barracks going. It is funny because the siege tank is meant to be more of a damage dealing piece of artillery. More of a, you know, high ranged artillery unit than anything else, but they end up being very, very tanky. Yeah, I wonder, so does anyone know the Brood War stat? If someone could look that up, I'm really curious. Are they like only 140 or 150 life in Brood War? Because 175 and an armor in SC2. Been playing quite a bit of Evo recently, so I'm always kind of thinking about the SC1 versus SC2 stat differences. Baneling speed's on the way. Double evolution chamber as well. No, they don't gain armor when siege. That's probably a co-op thing or something like that. Hey, gets a Baneling. Not bad. Well done by Maru. And Shin is just going to keep massing Ling Bane. Probably goes for a Bane speed all in here, I think. He does start Carapace. Doesn't quite have the money for melee now. He does. There we go. Trying to look for that one big crushing engagement. He's like, if I can just surround you with the massive units, get good Baneling hits, maybe I'm back in the game. Maybe. It was only 150 hit points in StarCraft 1. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I was thinking it must be a bit lighter. They made the siege tank a bit tankier in SC2. It's also 1 more supply, though. There are only 2 supply in StarCraft 1. Hellbat Marine on the front. Baneling flank. Will it be enough? He's getting ready to come in. Beautiful flank here from Shin. Great pickup for Maru. Still very good Baneling hits, but that could have been much, much worse. Oh, he leaves a few Marines on the high ground. Okay. Maru trying to keep the pressure up. 8 SCVs went down at the same time. Must have been a bunch of Ling Bane rolled in there. Dude, that was such a slick move. And I think you guys can learn from this. You look at the work and you think, you got a drone. Realistically, to make comebacks, you need to make a big enough army to crush an engagement. And then when the opponent kind of goes, whoa, how's he have so much stuff? That's when you drone. Now, don't get me wrong. Shin doesn't have a fourth, so he's actually got nowhere to drone up. He has to just start a fourth. He's just dead in this game. But it's actually a good philosophy. A lot of people forget is they're like, oh, if I'm behind in workers, I need to make just workers to recover. But especially if it's somewhat predictable your opponent's going to push you soon, actually having an advantage is more important than just being behind in everything and trying to catch up on those things. Instead, putting your whole advantage into army can actually really pay off. Because then if you can get one super efficient fight, especially with like a surround, Ling Bane's really good for that sort of stuff. You can get that value. Widow mines do unload. Queens will take out the mine drop before the other two mines can unload. Nicely done there by Shin. Shin with some good crisis management. Unfortunately, Maru right now has the Black Amex card, and Shin has a whole bunch of fraud convictions attached to his credit card record. His credit score is so low, Shin isn't even allowed inside the bank because they're worried he'll rob the place. Maru, on the other hand, they're like, oh, yes, sir, please. You want $500,000? Do you want a mortgage? You want 10 mortgages? We'll give it to you, dude. He's got money. People are happy to lend all day. His credit score is very good. And poor man Shin struggling to deal with the endless money and the endless armies of Maru. Oh, pick it up. All right, Shin. Yeah, I was about to say, dude, he's just toying with you. Please leave. Shin does leave there, and Maru ties up the series. All right, guys. Weibo's Shin in the top right, Maru in the bottom left. It's been an action-packed brawl of a series. And, I mean, I said he was hoping for Maru to do Hellion Banshee. I really think he was, guys. Even he ended up running in with Queen Ling Nidus, but I think the same thing, it's good against Hellion Banshee, but 2-on-1 is such a safe build after 3 commands, and it's such a good build order. And it defends a lot of the dirty cheeses. So he gets the win there. It's going to be a 16 hatchery. Top right of Magnetic North here for Shin. I haven't seen too many games on this map. It's the one with little bits of ice everywhere. Some little lightning and purple mist off the sides of the map. Oh yeah, you can see a planet down there. Is this one of the maps where if you scroll to the edge, it like doesn't render the planet properly? No, we can see this planet. Okay, cool. Wait. Is that the same planet? Oh, it is the same planet. Okay, cool. Very nice. Sorry, guys. Just getting excited by the background. Reaper expand by the looksies of it. Does Shin try anything cheesy? I mean, he's been very clearly not playing normal games. Not trying to play straight up against Maru. I don't see why Shin can't play straight up against Maru. Oh, look, it's a doodle forest, but these ones have mini doodles, guys. Oh, that's so cute. There's electricity as well. They're like little electric eel doodles. It's on Celestial Enclave, there's like tons of doodle forests, but these are like snow doodles. Oh, that's amazing. Love me some snow doodles, man. These ones be drinking Monster Energy, I guess. This is the TLMC map, right? So yeah, they've got the Monster sponsor for the Team Liquid map contest, hey? Chat says they're called Siphiles. What's a Siphile? Is that like a real thing? It's just what it's called in the editor. I think doodles is what I'm going to stick to. Thanks for tuning in, Burloo. Appreciate you watching the Salt Mines. Got to cast a new game of that soon. All right, Link Speed's coming in. Still no third. Why is Shin not rushing a third, guys? Feels like he's a little too predictable in that regard. Third CC for Maru once again. This time it looks like it might be the Hellion Banshee, but no second gas just yet. Are we going double factory? Is he going to go 2-factory Hellion, guys? No, he goes to the 2-1-1 again. Okay, I think this makes sense. It's safe against a lot of the crazy builds. He sees no third. And this is just his way of hedging his bet, saying that I don't want to die to weird muta builds. I don't want to die to all the random crazy stuff that Shin could throw at me. XD Nafagrom Siphiles. Okay, guys, sorry. I'll stop talking to Twitch chat. I just tried to read one of their messages out loud. And trying to understand what Twitch chat's trying to say is, whew, a little bit of a challenge. 2 mineral lines are saturated very early. No second gas, though. Dude, he's not doing the same build. Second gas, third gas. Roach Horn? I think he's going to drop a Roach Horn. Could go mutas. Oh, damn. Why you hit her? Why you hit her? I did not. Sorry, guys. Don't know why the room will always have a special place in the corner of my brain, but it will. Starport's on the way for that medevac swap. Is this going to be Mutalisks, guys? And if so, which it does look like, can he catch the first double drop from MARU? Oh, hi, doggy. Hydroden? What are we looking at? What is that? You're not doing... What? Dude, did Shin study my video from 2018? How a Vietnamese cheese master beat the best Terran in the world? Because... No, he's going double upgrade Hydra on 2 base. What? What a build order, dude. Shin's got some game plans, man. Grooved Spines, I think, are going to come in. Yeah. Wow. So for those who don't know, MARU, when he won WSG in 2018, the only series he lost in that tournament was in the group stage to Mio Micah, the Vietnamese cheese lord, who killed him with a double Hydroden, 2 upgrades at once, Hydra Bust. And I thought that's what we were going to see for a moment, but no, it's going to be Hydraling trying to defend a Hellbat Marine timing. Does he have enough Hydra Queen out here? Things got to be careful. Hydras should do okay against the Hellbats. Without Groove Spines, it's a little tough. Only 5 range on these Hydras. Very fragile. Hydras and Queens coming in from 2 sides, though. Oh, Hydra's got to be careful. Hellbats get a few good shots on him. Oh, this is an awkward position right now. It's a pretty scary timing. I think he's got to pull drones. He's got to pull drones in, right? Oh, the Marines are on top. Drones have to pull in, but he's already lost all of his Hydra DPS. The medevac will go down. The drone's finally overwhelmed, but not before 8 of them go down. And MARU commits hard to an attack, follows up with a Widow Mine drop, has his 3rd landed. He's only up a handful of workers, despite going 3cc. I think he was very focused on that push doing damage as well, but with no 4th base, has Shin just played a bit too conservative? Is he going to be stuck now under the thumb of MARU's relentless aggression? Well, so far it's just a Widow Mine drop, nothing else coming. But if this can find some damage, that could be a really good way of keeping Shin down in the dirt economically. Sportrix, Sportrix, Sportrix. Oh, he retargets. You can't. You got to only give him 1 target. Shin, come on. Only 1 target. Oh my god, so much mining time. MARU kept changing targets. Every Protoss player knows this. A top Terran player is obnoxious. They will keep retargeting the Widow Mine and not letting it fire if you give them more than 1 target. So you have to leave just 1 target in the area. Otherwise, they will abuse you. Really nice harassment for MARU. 3 drones, massive mining time. Big distraction from being able to inject or do anything else. I hate the Baneling nest here. Shin's been playing a Hydra Bane style. We saw this against Beyond in the earlier on in this the KSL. I don't it's like a ranged upgrade Hydra Bane where he goes a bit heavier on the Hydra. It's a very odd style. I think with 3 hatcheries, Banelings are worthless right now. I think he has to play very heavy tech to recover in this game. Get back on 6 gas mining. Try to get a 4th, but I think a few infestors with Hydras maybe. Then again, I don't know. I just feel like economically, production-wise, he doesn't have the setup for a Ling Bane commitment. Hydra's at least a lava efficient enough he can get a good army with this, but 4th command center starts before 4th hatchery. MARU's upgrades are slow, but his economy is roaring compared to where the Zerg is at. Good pickup, clear some creep. Pig, chat stays up late at night watching, but in public, you're just like, I don't know those weirdos. That's not cool. Mate, I'm just saying speak English. Hydraling Bane trying to come forward. Spread, spread, spread. Spread, spread, spread. There's a lot of Marine tank. Oh, God, this is a vicious timing from MARU. The 2-tank timing, normally it's about 720. But this is, the game's been such a weird early game with a very slowed down pace. And with that earlier attack already hitting, this is a brilliant moment. Look at the coverage on these siege tanks, guys. So his Marines can branch around, cancels the 4th in the top left, gets a queen. These tanks shelling from the cliff. The Lings trying to go around. Banelings are just going to be fodder for that Marine tank. MARU says, how dare you win this many games against me? I've never lost a competitive series to you before, and I'm not about to start now. GG, well played. MARU crushing through SHIN in this final game, and I think I would have liked to see MARU try to do a more standard third base, but I think he just didn't feel confident playing standard against MARU. And MARU going 2-on-1 and then finding these nice aggressive windows just so well. Really reacted very nicely to how SHIN was playing the match of StarCraft. Good play by MARU, really well played. And no more dying to those crazy all-ins. Hydra's actually cleared the tanks, which is impressive, but 2-2's on the way, not too far behind the +2 carapace. And there's an 8 racks, 12 Marines pumping on out. No add-ons there. 4th Command Center is landing, turning into a planetary. And every Hydra that goes down is irreplaceable. That's it. Last few Hydras crumble. Marines are on top. And that should be all she wrote. Beautiful play there by MARU, guys. I really feel like he just had SHIN's number and found a way to get through and overwhelm him. This was so clean. That first timing attack that he hit. What time did he hit? Like 540? Even before, it was like 530. Dude, the fact that you can go 3 command center and hit with 6 Hellbats, 11 Stim Marines and a Reaper, and he even has 3 more Marines rally into the fight. That's a vicious timing. Because this hits at a similar moment to a normal 2-on-1. But with like, yeah, a few less Marines, but all these Hellbats. How the heck? No one's ready for this. This is a crazy timing. And to be fair, he cut workers for it, at least a little bit. He's delayed his upgrades. He's cut workers. He's built an armory. But man, beautiful build order. And no shame on SHIN for not being ready for this. Who the hell would be ready for this many units at this window? Especially when they've scouted a 3cc opening earlier on. He scouted the orbital. GG, MARU's a beast. Well played.